In today's video, we're going to talk about things that you really should need to know when it comes to charging your electric vehicle. My name is George, and welcome to Go Green Hub, where we discuss and talk about everything green, trying to save the earth. And right now, electric vehicles, they're all the talk about right now, and the batteries and what is best for everybody. So when it comes to charging, there's a few things that you should really know first, and it's understanding like your battery's capacity. Make sure to check the range of your EV, and plan accordingly. Now, let's just assume for this video that your vehicle will go 300 miles on a charge. Now, that's fantastic, but let's talk about first, getting it charging there. There are three types of charging. There is a level 1, level 2, and level 3. When you buy an electric vehicle, it comes with an extension cord pretty much, which is a level 1, and that you can plug into just about any electrical outlet. There is a great website here called greencars.com, and I'm going to use some of the references here about the different levels of charging, and this is where it's a good place to find information. So they say that level 1, this is best for only plug-in hybrids. And the reason is because it uses a household 120 volt outlet. It's like plugging in your cell phone or your laptop, all right? It's going to charge slow and it's going to take a long time. And it's typically going to add only 3 to 5 miles of charging per hour. So what that means here, if you plug your car in your EV for 10 hours, not a hybrid, we're talking EV. If you plug it in for 10 hours at 3 miles per hour, you're talking a 30-mile charge. So let's just say that every day to and from work, it's 30 miles round trip, and that's all you need. Hey, that's fantastic. But what if you need more than that?
Would it be okay with you if I asked you to please listen closely? We have an extra surprise for you if you stay until the end.
Yes! Yes!
There is a level 2 charging, okay? And this you'll find you can have this in your home. It costs a little bit of money for an electrician, and probably at your workplace you'll find a level 2. What a level 2 is, it runs on a 220 volt outlet, so you'll need an electrician to install this at your house. And what you're going to get here is 12 to 80 miles per hour of charge. Now again, let's say you plug it in for 10 hours at night. That will give you between 120 miles of charge up to 800 miles of charge. Now, we know that your vehicle only has, or we're assuming it has 300 miles in the battery, and that's all you get. So after you reach that full charge, that's really about it. So, it might only take you 2 or 3 hours or so to charge at a level 2. Now, level 2, you'll probably also going to find at the workplace. So wherever you work, they might have a level 2 charger, and you could probably plug it in for a few hours, top it off if they're paying for it, and then give it to the next guy. Now, a supercharger, this is a level 3, and this is a charging that is going to take maybe 30 to 40 minutes for a full charge. And so what that means is that you're going to get like 100 miles easily per 30 minutes. I mean, this is fantastic. Now, those are the 3 levels of charging. The next thing we're going to talk about is the charging capacity long term. Like, does your battery get worn out after charging it so much? So over here, we're at batteryuniversity.com. The links are down in the description. And if you can think of it this way, when you buy a brand new cell phone or a brand new laptop, the battery lasts a long time. And as you charge, uncharge, over time, it seems to not hold the charge as long, and you need to keep charging it over and over and sooner and sooner. So this graph right here, it's very technical, but if you look at the left side here from like 10 all the way up to 100, this is the capacity of your battery. So when it's brand new, your EV is brand new, your cell phone's brand new, it's going to be able to handle 100% charge. Over time, and this is called cycles, which is on the bottom here, as you charge Every night, every week, that is considered a cycle. You plug it in, it charges up, unplug it, that is one cycle. So as you add the cycles and you charge it over time, over months, over years, you can see this graph starts to go down, which means the battery is not going to be as efficient. It won't hold as much. Now, as in all batteries and everything, flashlights, especially kids' toys, when that battery is brand new and you turn that thing on, boom, it's fantastic. Your electric car is going to be like that also. Now, the best use of your battery in almost all of your appliances is at the 80% range all the way down to the 20% range. This is like the sweet spot, or the driving range, we call it right here. So that is the best time to be using your battery, let's just say. So don't charge it up like every night when you're at 80% or 90%. Wait till the charge gets down to about maybe 20 or 30%. Don't ever run yourself out of charge, all right? You don't want the tow truck. You don't want to go below that, because like in the toys and all that, or on your cell phone, when you get to that low charge, it seems like it's gone instantly. Use it during this 20 to 80%, okay? Yeah, it gets 20, 30%, charge up to 100%. That's what I recommend. That's what I personally do with all of my charging things. But then when it gets down to the 80%, no, don't charge it. Let it continue to deplete. This is fantastic for the battery, and it's the best way to get most use out of it. The next thing is charging etiquette. Now, this is a great one here. We're at energy.gov, and again, the link is down below. But yes, there is an etiquette. I mean, think of yourself being at a restaurant. It's busy. It's your lunchtime. You've only got so much time, and you've got your food, but all the tables are full. And, there is somebody there on their cell phone just scrolling through, and they've eaten already, and they're just taking up space. And it's like, come on, let someone else sit there. The same thing goes with the EV charging. Yes, there are etiquette tips here. And the first thing to do is, hey, park at the correct plug, because if you park at the wrong plug and you don't really need that and somebody else does, hey, let the other guy go. I've been to the outlet malls where there's EV parking for charging, and there's superchargers. I see that I come in, the vehicle's there, I go out 2 hours later, it's the same vehicle, and I know they're charged up. Set your clock, set your alarm on your phone or something like that to remind you. That's like, don't make it a resting place. Avoid skipping the line, okay? Sometimes there's people that are waiting to get in charge, and you should look around and be aware of your surroundings. Make some eye contact. Maybe make a friend. Say, hey, look, are you next in line? They're going to say, yes, I am. Thank you for allowing me. Hey, no problem. They're going to watch out for you more than likely. It's not a resting place. As I said, when someone's at a restaurant and they're just parked there, surfing their phone, another good one is at the gym. If you're waiting for a workout equipment and you're there waiting and someone has been there for 10 minutes, they're not lifting weights, they're not exercising, they're just on their phone. Well, what's up with that, right? The other thing here is pay attention to the signs, okay? If a parking sign says there's a 2-hour limit, again, set your phone and allow yourself some time. The EVs also, if they're hooked up to your phone with your app, they'll tell you when your car is charged enough, and go there and go get it. If you're with your family or something, says, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to go move the car out so someone else can have it. That is proper etiquette. And then, of course, temptation here. Drivers of gas or diesel powered cars, they could, if it's crowded, they could also go in and find an electric vehicle spot and park there. It's like the handicap thing. So please be considerate of your fellow drivers in their EVs and other people also, because we all have to share this, and there's too many things going on in this world to be upset about people parking on the wrong spot. Lastly is the smart charging, and wallbox.com, and again, there's another link down below. They've come up with some really great ideas here on what smart charging and how to follow along with it. Basically, you have your cell phone and there are smartphones, and you can control a lot of things around your houses. The Ring doorbell, see who's at the door, when a package was delivered and all that. All those things are fantastic. But what is smart charging with your vehicle? So the first thing is going to be is you can tell your car like when to charge. Now, I'm in the Southwest here in Phoenix, and it gets incredibly hot. We have incentives for charging vehicles and electrical usage during off-peak hours, because when it's hot during the middle end of the day, people are drawing a lot of electricity and the rates are higher. So by smart charging would be, let's charge and save the grid when it's hot. Let's charge when it costs less and there's less draw on the grid. And that works out better for everybody. You can program your smart charger to charge when it's cheaper. And this could also go true with smart chargers, because at certain supercharging stations, these are public, the ones that are in the parking lots here, and this is from Tesla, right? The cost of supercharging during peak hours will be higher than that of off-peak hours. So that means if you're going to go to a restaurant or a Starbucks or something like that and charge up during the hottest part of the day, you're going to pay a little bit more juice than you would if you went there early in the morning and had some breakfast and a cup of coffee then. So keep that in mind. Of smart charging is to charge when power costs you less, or when it's better for the power grid wherever you're at. So just keep that in mind, that those are options. And yes, at the superchargers in public, it's possible you pay a little bit more to charge your vehicle than you would be during off-peak hours. So keep that in mind.
And don't forget, we have a surprise for you. Yay, surprise! Hey, out there, we would like to give away one of these coffee cups or a Go Green Hub water bottle. Anyway, we're going to give away one, so let us know if you're interested. Give us a comment, and we will draw for one free coffee cup or Go Green Hub water bottle.
So in closing here, remember, understanding that EV charging, it's essential to not only maximize your battery, the use you get out of your vehicle, your time in the energy grid, and being considerate towards other people. So when you're out there driving, pay attention of your surroundings. Are all the chargers being used? Is there one open for me? Can I do this at a different time of day? And you don't need to charge every day probably, unless you drive a lot, and you'll know what your driving habits are. But just, hey, you know what? We're all in this together. This is George from Go Green Hub. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if there's something you agree with or don't agree, or if you've learned something that I didn't add into this video. So thank you. Have a fantastic day.
Yes, the Go Green Hub is the go-to source for all things of sustainable energy and transportation.